Alright, what's up you guys? This is Jess on here. Just wanting to get you started with some yoga today. So I am filming this at home and I have two cats, so they might venture in every once in a while and say hello. They might not, but I just want to give you that forewarning before we start class. So yeah, here is our 45 minutes of yoga. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna have everyone start on their backs in a constructive bridge pose. So let's bring the feet nice and wide, and then go ahead and bring your knees together. So this is more of a constructive bridge, fallen bridge, whatever you want to call it. From here, I would like you please to take one hand and place it on your belly, and then your other hand and place it on your chest. Now, during these times, I'm sure everyone's kind of feeling all kinds of feelings, all kinds of stresses, all kinds of things. So I really want to bring a lot of attention and intention into your breath. A lot of the time when we are feeling anxious or a little crazy or a little whatever, stressed out, we can calm that by using just breathing. So let's start first. Go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to turn this music down a little bit, but go ahead and keep closing your eyes. And let's just first bring awareness into your breath. Notice which hand rises first. Notice which hand rises last. Just take notice of your physical state of being, how you're feeling. Now we're going to bring a little bit more intention into the breath, and I want you to focus on really lifting the hand that's on your belly with our inhales. So let's take a breath in through the nose, pressing into the belly, into that hand on the belly, and exhaling through the mouth like you're blowing out of a straw. Good, another deep breath in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Now this time on your next inhale, I want you to think about flattening your low back against the mat. So inhaling, still lifting the belly up, but pressing that low back down into the mat and exhaling out of your mouth through that straw. Keep practicing this breathing. I'm just going to walk you through it a little bit more. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up the belly, pressing the low back into the mat, and exhaling, open mouth. Good, another inhale deeper than the one before. Now on your exhale, I want you to think that there's a corset, like an old day corset, wrapped around your torso, and you're pulling that corset nice and tight. So we're lifting the pelvic floor, we're lifting the belly button into the spine, and we're even lifting the diaphragm. We're toning the belly button a little bit here. Another deep breath in through the nose, and deep one out through the mouth. All right, keep this pace of breath, inhaling and exhaling, but now seal up the lips, exhale through the nose. Go ahead and place your hands by your sides and keep breathing deeply in through the nose, filling up that belly, expanding into the torso, and exhaling through the nose. Start bringing attention and awareness to the back of your throat and tightening and constricting the back of your throat as to start creating that ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling. Good, let's take 3 more breaths like this. Again, as you're breathing, go ahead and continue your breathing. Inhale. I want you to think about exhale. I want you to think about calming the nervous system, calming the breath, sending the breath to tight places. Let's do 1 more inhale and exhale together. On your next inhale, go ahead and hug both knees into your chest. Begin to rock side to side. Maybe even draw some circles with your knee. If you draw circles, go 3 in one way and then 3 in the other. Getting that low back and massage. And then from here, start to build momentum by pulling your knees into the chest and rocking and rolling all the way up. Excuse me, I'm going to have to scoot back a little bit, but rocking all the way up till you land in a tabletop position. So we're going to stack the shoulders over the wrists, spread the fingers nice and wide, like really wide, like cat claws, or sorry, really wide, and then grip the mat like you would if you had cat claws. Okay, place the knees directly under the hips. The knees will be about hip width distance apart. And then from here today, I would like you to curl your toes under. So no toes flat, but toes under. And then from here, we're just gonna take a big breath in, filling up into the belly, and exhaling, pulling that belly button in. Good, inhale, grow nice and long. And exhale, pull it nice and tight. Good, another deep breath in. And deep breath out. Beautiful. On your next inhale, drop your belly and take your gaze upward for cow pose. Squeeze those shoulder blades onto your back. And exhale, tuck your chin to the chest and push the floor away. Curl into cat pose. Good. Inhale, take your gaze upward. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. And exhale, tuck and curl. Good, one more like this. Inhaling to come up for cow, squeezing those shoulder blades onto your back. And exhaling to cat, tucking curl. Inhale to bring you back to a flat back. And exhale, reset your spine by pulling your shoulders away from the ears and pulling your belly button in. On your next inhale breath, we're going to shift the weight to the left hand and extend the right fingertips forward. Exhale, plug and pull that shoulder blade down. Good, on your next inhale, we're gonna straighten the left leg, dragging the toes onto the mat. And then exhale, lift that leg up. I have to lift my leg a little higher because my couch is right here, but still keeping a deep breath in and deep breath out. Maintain this flatness in your low back. Don't let the belly button dip. Pull the belly button in, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Good, one more inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. And now exhale, we're gonna tuck and curl underneath the body using the core as our movement. Inhale, extend and lengthen. And exhale, tuck and curl. Elbow meets the knee. Inhale, extend and lengthen. And exhale, tuck and curl. Good, inhale, extend and lengthen. And exhale, come back to tabletop. Take an inhale breath, reset. And exhale. Good. Inhale, shift your weight to the right hand and extend those left fingertips forward. Exhale, plug and pull that shoulder down into your back. Inhale, shift your weight to the left leg and start to straighten the right leg, dragging those toes on the mat. And exhale, lift the right leg up. Good. And still maintaining this core, this strong belly button to the spine. Inhale and exhale. Another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, lift that arm and leg a little higher. Exhale, tuck and curl underneath the body using the core as your movement. Inhale, extend and lengthen. And exhale, tuck and curl. Good. Inhale, extend and lengthen. And exhale, tuck and curl. One more. Inhale, extend and lengthen, length, length, length. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Take an inhale to set yourself up. And exhale. All right, from here, go ahead and walk your hands forward about 1 hand length forward in front of you. And then we'll curl the toes under, send the hips high for downward dog. Now this is our first downward dog of the class. So go ahead and pedal your feet out. Walk your dog. Take about 3 rounds on each leg. In and out through the nose. Keep breathing. Then once you've finished your 3rd round, go ahead and lift those heels up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, seal and sink those heels. Sink the hips down. Good, now we're gonna find our pose here. Go ahead and spread your fingers again, nice and wide like we did in our tabletop. Grip the mat like cat claws, and then pull and squeeze those shoulder blades down and send your chest a little more towards your knees. Go ahead and bend your knees enough that your hips are the highest point of this pose. Take an inhale breath. Sorry about my cat. And exhale. Good, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good, another deep inhale. And deep exhale. Inhale, take your gaze to your hands. And exhale, go ahead and take baby steps to meet your hands at the top of your space. From here, remain in your forward fold, just adjusting my clothing. And go ahead and heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. All right, and then we'll bend our knees a lot here so that our torso rests on our thighs. And go ahead and grasp opposite elbows. From here, go ahead and begin to sway side to side, just feeling your body in this position. Breathe in and breathe out. Now after you go side to side a few times, go ahead and start to come forward and back, inhaling and exhaling. See if you can lift the toes and then the heels, tiny rocks between the front and the back of the feet. Just feeling all four positions of our points of contact on the floor. Go ahead and drop your head so that your face is framed by your hands. Let the neck release. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, begin to find stillness. Go ahead and place both hands onto the mat. Inhale, we'll come up into a halfway lift, shifting the weight forward into the balls of the feet, squeezing the shoulder blades back in a nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale brings you to a halfway lift. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Exhale, fold. Good. One more like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay on the exhale. Really keep breathing here and really focus on pressing your hands into your shins and your shins into your hands, creating that tension in the body. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. One more inhale here. Think about lengthening your spine forward and back. And exhale, fold forward. On your next inhale, go ahead and roll all the way up, thinking about stacking one vertebrae at a time to Tadasana. Arms come up above your head. I'm going to turn this way, but still stay on the same position in your yoga and in your posing here. I'm just moving this way so you can see me a little bit better. Okay, so we're as wide as the mat here. I'm going to change my footing position. We're as wide as the mat here. We're going to take an inhale, breath, grow tall. And exhale, begin to grasp your left wrist and start to hinge towards or lean towards the right side of your house. Good. Inhale brings you back up to center. And exhale, hinge. Good. Inhale brings you back up. And exhale, lean. Good. Another one. Inhale brings you back up. And exhale, lean. Now stay for the inhale, pulling a little bit on that left wrist. Exhale, see if you can find more space in this direction towards the right. Good. Another deep breath in, or reach through those fingertips. And deep breath out. Good. One more like this. Inhale, grow long. And exhale, find more space. On your next inhale, use the strength of your core to bring yourself back up through center. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center just for a moment. Take an inhale breath. And an exhale. Good. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up to mountain pose. Then exhale, work those shoulders down away from your ears. On your next inhale, breath, grow tall through your fingertips. And exhale, begin to grab that right wrist in the left hand and start to lean a little bit towards the left. Inhale brings you back up to center. And exhale, bend. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, bend. Good. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, bend. Beautiful. One more like that. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, bend. Now stay on the inhale, grasping that right wrist and giving it a little pull. Exhale, so you can find more space by shifting the hips to the right. Good. Another deep breath in. Grow those fingers nice and long. And deep breath out. Good. Another deep inhale breath. And deep exhale. On your next inhale, come back up through center using the strength of your core. And again, exhale, bring hands through heart center, close the eyes. Take a moment here just to breathe. I'm departing from my station real fast just so I can see my computer, but still breathing with that wide leg stance. Give yourself a moment to check in with your breath. Are you still connecting to that deep breathing? Check into how you feel after about 15 minutes in. Just give yourself some time and some space. Good. On your next inhale breath, go ahead and blink your eyes open and sweep your arms up above your head. And now exhale, we're going to goal post the arms. Okay? And we're going to start to create like a shelf on our back. So squeezing those shoulder blades back. I really want you to think about puffing your chest out, squeezing those shoulder blades back. Take an inhale breath and exhale. Start to take your gaze a little bit up towards your ceiling. Find a point on your ceiling. Maybe it's a corner in the wall or something. But find a point on your ceiling that you can take your gaze. And start to send the hips just a little bit forward. Take an inhale and start to take your gaze even more upward, coming into a slight back bend now. Exhale, send the hips forward. Good, another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. On your next inhale, use the strength of your core to bring yourself back up to standing. And exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. We're still in that wide leg forward fold here. Go ahead and place your left hand in the center of your mat in between your feet, almost like we're drawing a triangle between our feet and our hand on the ground. All right, we're going to take an inhale breath and twist our right fingertips to the sky. Good. On your next, keep the legs even as of right now. Take an inhale and exhale. Good. On your next inhale breath, start to straighten into that right leg and bend into the left just slightly while taking your gaze up and towards your right fingertips. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Deeply inhale through the nose, catching up with that breath. And deeply exhale through the nose. Good. One more like this. Deep breath in and deep breath out. At the bottom of your exhale, go ahead and take your right hand down to meet your left. And straighten out your legs. Even out your legs, not straighten them out, even them out. All right, moving to the next side. So placing your right hand, your right fingertips in the same place that that left hand was, still creating that triangle position. And then taking an inhale breath, same bend in both knees as of right now, lifting the left fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, work the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, begin to bend into the right leg and straighten the left. And exhale. Good. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Good. Creating tension in the body. Deep breath in and deep breath out. On your next exhale, or at the bottom of that exhale, go ahead and have both hands come down to the mat. Inhale, shift your weight into the balls of the feet. Hands come to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back for a high plank pose. We're going to stay here for a breath. Inhale, puff up through those shoulder blades, and exhale, holding that nice tight core. Another deep breath in, growing long through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge and send the chest forward over your fingertips. Hug the elbows in and lower all the way down to the mat. Scoot back a little bit so you guys can see me. Learning and testing camera angles is super interesting right now. And my clothes. All right, so bring your forehead to the mat. I'm not gonna do so you can hear me, but bring your forehead to the mat and bring the tops of your toes into the mat. So our toes are like this into the mat. Tops of toes are into the mat. We're gonna take an inhale breath and come up to cobra pose, squeezing those shoulder blades back, keeping the neck nice and long. Please do not look forward. Please keep your gaze down, basically where your forehead was on the mat. Exhale, release down. Inhale, press the tops of your toes into the mat this time. Lift your kneecaps, come up, cobra pose. And exhale, release. Good, last one. Inhale, come up to cobra like we did before, and lift your hands off the mat this time, getting a little bit more height. And exhale, release. Good, go ahead and bring your big toes to touch. Knees nice and wide, and come down into a child's pose. Bringing your forehead to the mat. I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit so you have a little bit more of me. There we go. Keep breathing. And just take a moment here to notice your body. Notice how you're feeling. And to notice just your frame of mind as we've kind of moved through about half of the class at this point. When you're ready, go ahead and take an inhale breath and press up into a tabletop position. Again, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips over knees. Let's take an inhale breath and exhale. Good, go ahead and walk your hands about one hand's length forward again, and we're gonna tuck the toes under and curl up for our downward dog. Take an inhale breath and exhale. Good, on your next inhale, shift the weight into the left leg, the left foot, and lift the right leg nice and high. Exhale, work that chest towards the left leg. Square your toes down towards the mat so we level out the hips. We don't want twisty hips like this. We want level hips. So turn all 5 toes down towards the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift that leg a little bit higher. And exhale, step it through for a low lunge. Good, on your next inhale, first check in with your stance here and make sure you are on train tracks and not a tight rope. We're gonna take an inhale breath and come up for crescent lunge. Go ahead, adjust as you need or see fit. But in this crescent lunge, I want you to think about your tension in your legs, all right? So we're really ripping the mat in half between our front and our back leg. So creating so much tension here that it's like we're trying to rip that mat in half, okay? You can bring your hands to your hips like I've had you do before, either front, probably let's do front and back so we're even. That might mean you have to adjust your stance a little bit. We want the hips to be even from side to side. And then go ahead and bend your knee enough so that that front knee stacks over the front ankle. Left heel is pressing hard towards the back wall here. And then when we're ready, we'll take an inhale breath, and pull the arms up above the head. Let's take an inhale and exhale, sink a little deeper. This foundation is going to be created strong when you're thinking about the tension in the legs, the tension in the feet. Deep breath in, breathing into that belly, and deep breath out, pulling that belly button in, keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips so we don't have a bowed out back. Inhale, sink deeper. Exhale, create that tension. You got this. Deep breath in, sink a little deeper, deep breath out. Good, one more inhale, and exhale. On your next inhale, we're gonna rotate, drop the back heel so we're in heel to heel alignment for warrior 2. So heel to heel alignment, here again, checking in that the front heel is aligned with the back heel. Okay, bending the knee enough so that our front knee is stacked over that front ankle. And then really, again, still thinking about creating that crazy tension, right? So we're pulling and pushing with our right and our left leg, respectively. And then we're gonna take an inhale and extend the arms forward and back. Take a deep breath in. Sink a little deeper, exhale. We're gonna find some movement for our hips and our shoulders here. So we're gonna take an inhale, breath in, straighten the front leg, lift the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, warrior two, legs, hands come to heart center. Good, inhale, straighten the front leg, hands rise. Exhale, sink deep, warrior two. Good, inhale, straighten and lengthen, lift those fingertips. Exhale, warrior two, legs, hands to heart center. Good, inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Good, one more of those at your pace. So I'm just gonna breathe and do it. You can follow along. Meeting in warrior two. Now from here, we're gonna hold this pose. So still creating that tension between the front and the back leg, squeezing the shoulder blades back, almost like we're trying to get our pinkies to touch behind us, and sinking deep into that lunge. Inhale, take your gaze forward, and exhale. Encourage the belly here. We want really strong abs, right? So encourage that belly breathing. Inhale, and exhale. Good, deep breath in. Sink a little deeper, deep breath out. Good, one more breath like this. Inhale, and exhale. All right, we're gonna come into a star pose now. So toes out, heels in, or I guess heels or feet. Let's start with feet parallel, arms up, real big, stretch, stretch, stretch. And now we will go toes out, heels in for horse pose. So again, let's bring our hands front and back here to our pelvis. We want to make sure our pelvis is underneath our body. Obviously, this is a position that we kind of stick our booties out a little bit, but we want the pelvis under us. So see if you can engage your core here and pull your pelvis underneath you while keeping your legs open, nice and wide. Then bring your hands to heart center. And we will breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good, one more inhale here. Sink a little deeper if you can. Exhale. On your inhale, push into your feet, into your legs. Lift your arms up for star. And then we'll come in, toes in, heels out for Prasarita. Go ahead and take your hands out to a T. And then we're going to take an inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head. And exhale, begin to hinge, hinge, hinge at the hips. And when you're ready, go ahead and sink down, grasping either your calves or your ankles or even the outsides of your feet here. Go ahead and drop your forehead towards the back wall, bringing the top of your head, the crown of your head towards your mat. Take an inhale breath. And exhale. And if it's in your practice and you would like to practice a handstand, a tripod headstand, not a handstand, a headstand, please feel free to do so. We're going to breathe in this pose, just getting into the back of the legs, inhaling and exhaling, catching up with that breath. Some variations if you want to advance from this pose, you can stay here grabbing your ankles. Or if you want to reach towards the back of your mat, please feel free to do so. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Two more. In and out. Remember that deep belly breathing. Another inhale breath and exhale. If you're in a headstand, please begin to come down. And practice that at your own risk, by the way. And then go ahead, wherever you're at, come back into your Prasarita and bring your hands directly underneath your shoulders into a halfway lift. Good. We're going to start to bend into the right leg here for the side lunge stretch pose that I can never remember the names. If you come to my classes often, you know that I don't remember the names of anything. So go ahead and bend into this right leg. Go ahead and walk your hands towards that right foot. Breathe in, getting a really good stretch on this inner left thigh, and breathe out. Another deep inhale. And exhale. Good, one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and walk yourself back to a halfway lift in a wide-legged forward fold. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold, dropping the crown of your head towards the mat, and then inhale, come back up for star pose. All right, we're going to, instead of going back down through chaturanga, we're going to do what's called a half mandala. So we are going to pivot the left foot towards the back wall. Our back becomes our front now, and our front becomes our back. And then we're going to pivot that right foot so we come up into a crescent lunge. Take some time if you need to come down into a low lunge first to kind of set up your train tracks over a tightrope. Let me scoot back so you can see me a little better. Go ahead and do so. Sometimes this is helpful, so just make sure, check in with your feet. You're on train tracks instead of a tightrope. Then when you're ready, we're going to come into our crescent lunge, really extending and pushing, again, this right heel towards the back wall, bending into this front knee and stacking that knee over the ankle. Bring your hands to your pelvis again, making sure that we're nice and straight here. We're even and level. When you're ready, take an inhale breath and reach those fingertips to the sky. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Good, deep breath in and deep breath out. Still creating that tension, right, between the front and the back leg. We're really driving the left leg forward, the left foot forward, and we're pulling the right foot back. And exhale, another deep breath in and deep breath out. Good, one more like this. Inhale, exhale, sink a little deeper. Now again, on your next inhale, we're gonna turn and rotate and pivot that right foot so it's flat onto the mat. Heel to heel alignment is that we're looking for again. Go ahead and sink so that that left knee is stacked over the left ankle. Then again, finding your hips and your pelvis, and then extend the right arm forward and back. Inhale, exhale, sink a little bit deeper. All right, finding our movement here. Inhale, straighten that front leg, lift the fingertips up to the sky, and exhale, hands to heart center, warrior two legs. Inhale, straighten and lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, straighten and lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center, warrior two legs. Good. Inhale, straighten and lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Good. We're going to do one more round at your breathing pace. So again, I'm going to do it, and you can just follow along. Good, now from here we're going to stay in warrior two. Deep breath in, sink a little deeper, deep breath out. Still creating that tension between our front and our back leg. We're trying to rip the mat in half. Tension in yoga is super important. Inhale and exhale. Good, another deep breath in, sink a little deeper, deep breath out. Good, finding that breath in your belly. Inhale and exhale. Good, one more like this. Deep breath in and deep breath out. On your next inhale, we'll come back up to the side, star pose. And exhale, toes out, heels in, hands to heart center for horse again. Again, you can bring your hands to your hips if you like. I'm sorry, I need a drink. Keep getting into this pose. Talking and working is a lot. Gotta get my soda water. All right. It's funny when you don't have people in your class and you're talking to a camera. Anyways, hands on hips, or you're in horse pose. If you're not in horse pose already, go ahead and get there. Hands to heart center, toes out, heels in. We're gonna do a little footwork here. So let's take an inhale breath. All right, sorry my video got cut off there, but we're in horse right now. We're in horse right now. And we're gonna take an inhale breath, and we're gonna lift that right ankle and heel up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Good, another inhale. And exhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades onto the back. Good, another deep breath in. Exhale, set that right heel down. Inhale, lift the left heel up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, grow long through the crown of your head. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Good, inhale. And exhale, sink deeper. Drop that left heel. Inhale, both heels come up. And exhale. Good, you got it. Inhale. And exhale, sink a little deeper. Good, one more deep breath in. And exhale, drop both heels. Inhale, lift up, start pose. Exhale, turn the heels in, turn the toes in, heels out. And then bring your hands to bind underneath your back and start to hinge at your hips. Dropping the head. And inhale, let's take the arms bound. If you would like more of a stretch in your shoulders and your chest, go ahead and take your bound arms up above your head. And breathe. Take another deep breath in, and exhale. Begin to lower your bound hands down back to your low back if you did them. And exhale, drop your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then bend into the left leg, walking the hands over towards the left foot. And still getting that stretch in the inner thigh on the right side. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Good, deep inhale. And deep exhale. Another deep breath in. And deep breath out. Listen for the change here. We're gonna pivot and walk over towards our left foot, rotating into a low lunge on this left side. Hands frame the left foot. Plant your hands, step back for a high plank pose. Take an inhale breath. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Exhale. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades off the mat for cobra pose. And exhale, forehead to the mat. Good, from here, go ahead and drop your left ear to the mat. And place your hands down by your sides. Just take a moment to rest. And on your next inhale, we'll bring your chin to the center of the mat. And then we'll go ahead and bend the right leg. Go ahead and reach back for the right ankle with the right hand. And then on your next inhale, kick into the right hand with the right foot, lifting the chest off the mat. Keep that left hand down by your side. Inhale. And exhale, kick a little harder. Your left leg is heavy as a sandbag. Another deep breath in. Exhale, kick a little harder. On your next inhale, grow tall to the crown of your head. And exhale, begin to release the bind. Go ahead and drop your right ear to the mat. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring your chin to the mat again. And then bend your left leg and reach back for your left ankle with the left hand. Once you've got that bind, go ahead and take an inhale, breath growing tall and long through the crown of your head. And exhale, begin to kick into that left hand, keeping this right hand nice and heavy. Inhale, grow tall and long. And exhale, kick a little more. Good. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, kick. Good. One more breath in. And exhale, slowly lower. Now bring both hands and stack them in front of your forehead and drop your forehead onto your hands like a pillow. Take an inhale and an exhale breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and remove both hands, bring your forehead to the mat, and bend both legs now, reaching back for both ankles. When you're ready, take an inhale breath, and exhale, forehead to the mat. On your next inhale, kick into both hands for bow pose, and exhale. Inhale, kick a little harder, and exhale. Good, one more, your fullest expression. Inhale, and exhale. Go ahead and drop your hands down, other hand on top this time, and windshield wiper the legs from side to side, releasing the low back. When you're finished with that, go ahead and bring the tops of your feet down to the mat, and then I'm gonna have you flip over like a pancake onto your back. All right, we're gonna hug both knees into the chest here, and go ahead and give yourself a rock from side to side. Then we'll go into happy baby pose. So go ahead and grasp the sides of your feet here, and open your legs so that your knees are as wide or on the outside of your torso. From here, you can begin to straighten one leg and bend the other, and then switch. You can rock from side to side if you like, whatever feels good. And then from here, go ahead and hug your knees back into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees and wrap your forearms around your shins. Now keep doing this. Squeeze all of your muscles nice and tight. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Even tense the muscles in your face. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lay nice and flat onto your mat. Walk your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Close your eyes. Let's take a big breath in together. And a big open mouth exhale to release heat. Now from here is your Shavasana pose. I will call you out when ready. Please begin to bring awareness back into your physical body by deepening your breath. Begin to wiggle into your fingers and into your toes. Maybe shake your head yes and no. When you're ready, go ahead and extend your arms above your head on an inhale, like you're waking up for the first time today. And then go go ahead and roll to your right side using your right bicep as a pillow and hug both knees into your chest. I think we're all in kind of a weird time and we're learning how to adjust and adapt. That's kind of been my word, is adapt. And I would love to encourage you in this moment before we come back to the real world to find some gratitude or to find something that you've had to change that you're actually thankful for. For me right now, it's learning to have the space and the time to do all of the things that I've been wanting to do but haven't had the time to do so. And then lucky for you, this will be up and running for a while, at least the yoga class is online, so you can always revisit this practice if it's something that resonated with you today. And finally, before we fully get up, have a moment of gratitude for your body, your health, and your wellness, and your practice. When you're ready, please use the strength of your hands to push yourself up into a comfortable seat facing the camera. We'll meet hands at heart center, eyes closed. Let's take a deep breath in together through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, bring your thumbs to your forehead and bow forward in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this practice. Sorry I had to we'll see if I can edit it, but if not, I'm sorry for the hop, and if I did edit it, then you don't need to know what I'm talking about. But hopefully we will see you regularly on our YouTube channel, and hopefully we will see you soon in class.